Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing a September favourites video for you guys. But before I start, I want to say that September was a really good month for me to just test out combinations and like foundations and concealers and stuff to see whether like what suited me and what I wanted, I guess. And I'm happy to say that I've found a lovely combination, a foundation combination where I feel confident in wearing out every day in the public, as well as a nice concealer and brow combination. So in the September favourites I have a few things to show you, and I will show you the combination that I'm absolutely loving throughout the September month and this month. So the first things I want to show you are just some of my favourite brushes. I have 4 brushes to show you. The first brush that I want to show you is the small angled brush. This is the E65 brush, and it's just a brush that I use for my brows to fill it in, and I absolutely love this brush as it does really give me a precise shape for my brows, and it's really small, so it can get into like my actual brow shape. So I really love this brush. The second brush that I'm loving is the Concealer F70 brush. Now obviously I use this brush to apply concealer, but also to sharpen my shape of my eyebrows, I use just a bit of concealer to clean up the areas around my eyebrows where I've made mistakes in filling them in, and this does the trick. When I want to get up to my high arch, it really does get into like that little space there, and so I'm loving this brush. The next brush that I'm loving this month is why is it this month? No, sorry, September, is the tapered blending brush, the E40 brush, and I just use this brush to really blend in my concealer. So when I add my concealer under my eyes and on my scar, I apply it with the concealer brush, and I don't blend it in with this brush, I blend it in with this, and it just makes sure that it does blend in very nicely with my skin colour. And the last brush that I'm loving is the foundation brush, and I never ever thought that I would ever love this brush, but as I told you guys in the beginning of the video, the month of September has been a really good month where I have tested out new techniques and new products and new combinations. So yes, I'm really loving this foundation brush, and I found that if you don't want streaking, if you don't want your foundation to streak when you're using this brush, you have to have the right technique, and I'm happy to say that I've found the right technique. And if you guys want me to do an everyday foundation routine, then I'm more than happy to do it for you. Hint hint. And also if you want an eyebrow tutorial, then I will be more than happy to do that for you as well. So yes, I'm really loving this brush. Now the last 2 things the next 4 things that I have loved in the month of September are just combinations. The first 2 combinations that I've been loving is this combination right here. Now this is what I use every single day for my foundation. I use the MAC Studio Sculpt foundation, and it has SPF 15 in it, so it's good to wear you know, every day when you're running errands, when you're going shopping or whatever, when you're exposed to the sun. But I do not recommend this foundation when you want to go out and when you're taking pictures and stuff, because it has a high SPF 15 rate, so you might appear just a tad lighter than you know, your normal skin colour, even though in person it really matches your skin. So yeah, Anywho, I'm loving this these two combinations. It gives me a dewy finish and that's what I love. But I found that I need to use just a little bit, because for me a little bit goes a long way. And because this foundation is dries really quickly when you apply it on your face, I combined it with my everyday moisturizer, and I'm absolutely loving this moisturizer, and I just hit my eye. But yeah, this combination I really do love it, and I feel like I want to do a separate video on this combination because I could talk so much. I could say so much more about this combination and how much I love it and how much it does really make a difference to my skin and how it looks like with, you know. Anywho, yeah, I think I might do a separate video on these two combinations. Now the last combination that I'm really loving, I normally use these two products. I combine them together and I just use it just to outline and shape my eyebrows, just to clean up underneath where I've made some mistakes. And I use my concealer, the Australia's concealer, my dark, it's in the colour dark, just looks like that. Sorry, it looks really disgusting. And I combine it with just a tiny pump of the Maybelline New York Dream Liquid Mousse, and the colour that I got it in is Creamy Natural, which is really light. And yeah, so I really love this combination. The texture is really nice because this is a really drying texture. This is a really drying texture. Like once you put it on your face and you like blend it in, it's not crusty, it's just really drying. Yeah, it's just really drying. But when I combine it with this, it gives it more moisture, so that's why I love these two combinations. And because this is really dark and this is light, when I combine these together they neutralize each other and just give me a nice color. Well, in a way, a nice highlighting color just where my brow bone is. And yeah, I've got it on today, and I've got the foundation combination on my face as well. So if you're liking this combination, please let me know, because at the moment not pink ones but really peachy ones. And I absolutely adore this blusher. It's this color here. It's a nice peachy blush, and I've got it on now. I've just put a bit on. I didn't want to go OTT with the blush, but yeah, I'm really loving this peachy blush. It just gives me a nice natural glow. And yeah, and this is from my Profusion palette. This palette isn't really well known because it's one of those like cheapy ones, but to be honest, like to me, brands like makeup brands and like eyeshadows and stuff, I don't really care whatever makeup brand eyeshadow I get. I mean, as long as the pigmentation is really nice, that's all that matters to me. And I do recommend Profusion. Profusion does have a lot, like really good color payoff, and their eyeshadows and blushes and things are very pigmented. I actually do a swatch for you guys. That's the orange right there. It's a really nice sheer orange. I'll just put that on my skin, and it's just that nice peachy color there. It's really sheer and nice, and it's really glowy, and that's what I like. Yeah, hope you guys can see that. So that's my favorites for this September month. And if you do have any questions, please leave them down in the down bar. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye everybody.